Hello everyone, once again welcome to my IT channel. Today I came with another one informative video regarding writing module. So today what I am going to tell you is regarding the organization. So many times like when I explain and I used to explain regarding writing, I just focused on the organization because many students knows how to write a letter, but many of them don't know how to organize the letter. So there are some different types of letters what we observed during this 2021 to 2022, I mean 23 and 24 until now. There are same criteria, and maybe some of you don't know still the criteria. What is that criteria? So that is what I'm going to tell you today. Okay, what is the criteria in writing OET letter? So it is a simple thing. If you know these basics, it will be very easy for you to get B score in OET writing. So I want to focus on present medical paragraph. In present medical paragraph, there are many types of like organization. Example, if you are giving a case note to 10 people, they can write 10 different types of letters with that. And it can be score, B score. I mean, maybe all of them, they may get B score. But the style of writing and the organization, everything will be different. So you should develop your own way of writing the present medical paragraph. So what is the introduction, social paragraph, recommendation? Mostly for everyone, it will be same. But the present medical paragraph will be totally different for everyone. The aspect of thinking of the case note, it will be vary from person to person. Each person have different idea to organize. Different person have different like modes of writing. So what I am giving here, it's a simple tip for those who have difficulty in organizing the letter, especially the present medical paragraph. First, let me tell you regarding the case note. In case if you have only one condition, or if you have like a surgery, or if the person has undergone a procedure. Okay, so this is nothing but a single condition. So how you can write the letter, or how you can organize the present medical paragraph? The first theory I want to tell you that always try to segregate, or always try to like divide two paragraphs. The present medical paragraph can be two paragraphs, but always segregate the data in these two paragraphs. How we can segregate the data? Example, if you have only one condition, so what you can do, just you can see if it is like urgent letter. If it is urgent letter to emergency department, you have to write today's criteria or today's incident, what all things has happened. Then in the next paragraph, you can write the initial days or initial incidents, what all things has happened to the patient. So that is the one thing. If it's not an urgent letter, it's a normal letter. Example, if you're writing a letter to GP or patient's GP, or to a community health nurse, or to a nursing home, or whatever it can be, there is nothing to indicate like today's, there is nothing to be like, there is no rule to start like today's incident. So you can just go to the case note and organize the incidents according to the sequence. But in case of non-case, always try to remember that in case of non-case, actually no need to write anything which the reader knows already. But mostly the non-case letters will be very small, because there is no social paragraph, and the recommendation will be mostly very, very small sentences. So you have only the space to write the letter. It is in the present medical paragraph. So that what we can do, you can just sum up what the reader knows in 3 or 4 sentences, not more than 4 sentences. But always try to start the present medical paragraph of a non-case with "as you are aware," in case if you want to tell something which already the reader knows. Okay, so especially to a general practitioner, you can just write "as you are aware." These are the things. Like example, Mr. Johnson has had this condition since this year. So like that you can just write. Okay, so that is regarding the noun case. Otherwise, in a general condition, you can just start with the date, like initially on this date, this person presented to the hospital or to the clinic or wherever with the complaints of so and so on. Then what are the things that's happened? Okay, so all incidents you can write it in a paragraph. And what is the specific things that's happened very recently before our letter date? Those things you can sum up in the second paragraph. So this is a basic. Okay, don't write as in a way what they have given in the case note, because some case notes are like, it's like a scattered form. you could not like understand from where you have to write nothing, but you have to start from the beginning, like the incident related to the condition when it started. You have to start from that point, then you can write it in a paragraph. And when you come to the end of the letter day, the whatever the incident is happened like recently, very like recently, which leads you to write a letter. So there, please write a conclusion sentence. I am always recommending you to write a conclusion sentence in the present medical paragraph, which will make your letter something unique, because everyone will write in a normal way. It's like a normal way how they have given, but nobody used to write like a conclusion why we are recommending or why we are referring this person. It should not be the copy of your introduction, but you can just write, this is the reason for his referral, or therefore further attention from your service is essential for his or her well-being. This is a simple sentence you can by heart, and you can write it for every letters. That is the end of the present medical paragraph. Okay, so this is a single condition. Next one, we will go to two conditions. If you have two conditions in the case note, of course in introduction you may write these and this. Example, the person has been, he has been diagnosed, or he is recovering from urinary tract infection and exacerbation of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So we have two conditions. So what you have to do, you should not mix up all data together in a paragraph, or don't mix all data in two paragraphs. You have to segregate UTI case separate in a paragraph, COPD incidents in a separate paragraph, so that the reader will understand very clearly what you mean, or why you are referring the person to the reader, or exactly what is the current state, because you will start from the beginning and the reader could not understand whether until the person has the condition, or it's recovered, or until it is continuing, because you should not rely on completely on introduction. Present medical paragraph is the most important thing, that is the body of the letter, where the reader will completely understand the condition of the person. So here what you have to do, so you have to segregate the data, take only the data for urinary tract infection and take that only the data for the COPD, and you have to write. Of course COPD is not a non-case, maybe mostly. If it is not a non-case, of course you have to mention from when the person got COPD. Example, in that paragraph you have to write, Mr. John has had chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Don't use the short forms. COPD should be caps lock. Okay, since this year, and is on which inhaler, or what is the management, you have to write. Then you have to write recently, because you told, actually you are telling that already this person has this condition since many years and is on this medication, and you are telling something which happened recently. So always try to use the connective like recently or initially, something like that. Okay, so it will make your letter some more effective. Then you can continue with the COPD, what all things has happened and what you tried, why you want to refer this person. So there will be one question. Example, if you have two cases, and where you will write that like sum up, therefore further attention. Of course you can write it in the second paragraph. I mean the second paragraph of present medical paragraph at the end. Okay, except an urgent letter to emergency department. In the case of urgent referral letter, you can sum up this point in the first paragraph, because that is the reason thing, the reason condition or reason incidents, therefore you are referring the resident. Otherwise you can write the same sentence, therefore further attention from your facility or at your facility is essential for his or her well-being. That sentence can be at the end of the present medical paragraph. Okay, that is the two conditions. In case another one scenario, if you have two conditions but it is totally interrelated. Example, there is like recurrent alopecia associated with anxiety. It is not two cases, it is associated, right? Because it is like interrelated. In this case, no need to segregate a paragraph with the two conditions, but you can segregate the paragraph with relevant data, not with the condition. Okay, so in first paragraph you can write both conditions, why it's happened, and it's associated with anxiety and something like that. Then in the next paragraph you can just write as a sequence, subsequently this incident happens and currently he or she is suffering with these conditions. Don't use a term like suffering. You can just tell that has, okay, currently he or she has these many things, therefore further attention is required. So like that you can segregate. Mostly you will get such type of like questions. Mostly these are all the types, like active cases, something is like recurring cases, something like two cases, and like associated cases. So these are the common criteria. Okay, and always, that is another important thing, like always try to expand your introduction part in your present medical paragraph. There is a link. I don't know how many you are aware about these things. Introduction means we used to write condition and requirement, right? So that condition how to be expand in your present medical paragraph, that requirement how to be explained in the recommendation paragraph. Okay, so if you have doubt whether my letter is correct, whether I will get B score, how you can analyze, just you can go through this simple tip. Like you can just check whether have you explained your conditions in an introduction, what you wrote in introduction, whether it is explained in your present medical paragraph, whether your requirement which you wrote in introduction, whether it is completed or explained in your recommendation paragraph. If yes means, of course you will get B score. So don't think that writing is a very tough module. I could not tell that it is very tough module. It is easy if you practice as much possible questions. Okay, and if you are approaching your exam, you can go to my YouTube channel. In the playlist there are recent exam questions, so you can get the question paper there, but don't see the video completely with the answer. Try to write your letter, then you can see my letter just for the comparison or for the referral. Okay, so you will get an idea. So what is the difference? So how is the organization? You can see that how it's like organized. So I don't want to tell you it should be like a very complicated or like a complex in English. You can just write in a simple language. Okay, it's like a simple sentences. Don't make complex sentences, but don't make very short sentences as well. You can just make simple and humble sentences in Oet letter. So they will just analyze your flow of the letter, not only the grammar. Okay, so grammar is a very much important part of your letter analysis, but it's not completely depends upon the grammar. Always there should be organization. Okay, if example, if one student wrote the letter very perfectly without any grammar mistake, but there is no organization, of course he or she will not get B score. Okay, because there are some criteria. Just be practical when you write your letter. Just be practical. You are a registered nurse and you are writing a letter to a concerned person, example to GP or community health nurse or to a nursing home manager. So they don't have any idea about this person except in case. Upon your letter or upon reading your letter, the person has to get complete information. So when you will come to European country, and if you're working in the community settings or in the hospital setting, you will come to know that what is the importance of this paper or importance of this letter, because this is like basically like a discharge letter. Okay, when you are getting one discharge letter from one organization, you will get one person only with this letter. With a letter, you have to analyze completely the person. Okay, so they could not give complete details in a small letter. It should be concised, but that concised form how to be explained A to Z of that patient or the person. Okay, so these are the things you have to keep it in mind. Be realistic, be practical, think in a practical way that you are referring your patient to a person to whom they don't have any idea about this patient. Then you will come to know. And one more tip I can tell you, that example, if your friend wrote a letter and he or she gave to you and they don't have the question paper, whether they can understand, or if you are the reader, whether you can understand their letter completely without any doubt, of course you can give B score to that friend. The same way, if you write a letter and if you're giving to your friend and he don't have or she don't have the question paper with him or her, and she can understand or he can understand completely your letter without any doubt, of course you will get B score. Okay, so this is a simple tip. That is nothing but you have to explain everything in a concise manner. That means you have to organize the present medical paragraph. Okay, so I hope this video is helpful for you. Please try to follow this rule, so it will be very useful for you to get B score. And I would like to give you some more information regarding my Oet online classes. So we are providing online courses for all 4 modules. It's like a 1:1, and we will allot you the tutors according to your location so that the time zone will be suitable for you. And you can choose if you need only writing or speaking, or if you need like writing and listening, or if it is like reading and listening only. It's not a matter that you can select or you can choose the module which you want. And if you are a fresher, we are always welcome. We have expert tutors. They will teach you from basics how to start each module, as well as I am developing a website. In that I just started to upload the content, the materials, as well as the videos. There are basic videos I will upload for each and every module, as well as study materials for the freshers, as well as for the exam students. There are recent exam questions as well. So you will have the access to all materials once if you enroll with our classes. So it will be anytime. It can be accessed to any time. To all materials and even videos. No need to search for the videos in the YouTube. It is easy to find out inside the website itself, like a basic from basic. You can go through. So especially for freshers, it will be very helpful, I hope. So if anyone wants to join with us, you can just go to the description to see the WhatsApp number, and you can just WhatsApp us directly. Or else if you are doing the self-practice, we have guides. I recommend my speaking and writing guide. Writing, it is completely my own letters with the recent exam questions and some non-medical letters. So it will be very useful for you if you are searching in YouTube. I know that some of you like used to search in the YouTube to see the letters construction or structures and all. And if you buy this guide, especially if you are self-study, it will be easy because questions are there, and the next page there will be answers, so that you can practice by your own way. Speaking as well as same. There are 100 role play cards are there in a guide. That's all recent exam question, not basic. It's all recent exam cards with the relevant explanation in the USB, so that you can just see the card and you can just listen, so that you will come to know. Those who have very difficult to practice speaking, or if you don't have any idea about speaking sentences, how to make the sentences to present a role play, so this guide will be useful. The USB is already attached with the guide. And if you are in India, the courier charge is free of cost. And if you are outside India, the courier charge applies. But if you have any friends in India during vacation, maybe if they came for vacation, of course we can send to them, so they can, if they can carry to you. That is another one option. So, and if you have any doubts regarding the OET, like especially writing or speaking, or even what are the modules, you can just put it in the chat box here, as well as we have Telegram group. There you can have the access for every link. I will give it in the description so that it will be accessible for everyone. Okay, I hope this video is useful for you. We will see with another one informative video. Until then, bye.